Hello friends, welcome. In this video I am discussing about solution of ordinary differential equations. In my last video I explained definition of differential equation, types of differential equation and identification of order and degree of differential equation. Now we shall learn what are the types of solutions for differential equations and formation of differential equations. So let us see here solutions of differential equations. So we classified solution of differential equations into three ways. One is general solution and second one is particular solution and third one is singular solution. So first one is general solution, particular solution and singular solution. So of course differential equation, usually ordinary differential equation means we need to solve the differential equation and we need to solve and we need to identify the solution, what type of solution it is giving, either general solution or particular solution or singular solution. Then here of course if you solve any differential equation we are getting the answers. So answers are nothing but solution of the given equation or differential equation. So usually the general solution means just general solution is looking like y is equals to c1x plus c2 x square. Suppose this is one general solution of given differential equation. Here y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable and it consists of two constants c1 and c2, and here c1 and c2 are known as arbitrary constants. c1 and c2 are known as arbitrary constants. Usually the first concept is formation of differential equation. Formation of differential equation means usually they are giving a general solution. If you eliminate constants from the general solution, it leads to differential equation. If you focus on this, so I had taken example y equals to c1x plus c2 x square. So your target is to eliminate c1 and c2 because this general solution consisting of two arbitrary constants c1 and c2. If you eliminate c1 and c2, it leads to second order differential equation, second order ordinary differential equation. Suppose if you consider one more example, y is equals to c into e power x plus c into e power minus x square plus c into e power minus x cube. You see here this is one more general solution, it consisting of arbitrary constant c. So c is the single arbitrary constant, means if you eliminate c from this general solution, it leads to first order differential equation. It means that simply we can say general solution is nothing but if you eliminate two arbitrary constant from given general solution, it leads to generation of second order differential equation. If you eliminate one arbitrary constant from the solution, it leads to first order differential equation. Means the number of arbitrary constants you are eliminating from the general solution, it leads to the order of that particular differential equation. If you eliminate three arbitrary constants, namely a, b, c, it leads to third order differential equation. So this is what general solution. Then you go to the next one, particular solution. Second one is particular solution. Here if you focus on the first example, what I had taken, y equals to c1x plus c2x square. So it consists of two arbitrary constants C1, C2. This is usually called it as general solution. So after finding C1 and C2 value, so if you replace C1 and C2 values in general solution, so it leads to particular solution. Means we can understand that particular solution is free from arbitrary constant. It is not containing any arbitrary constants. Then simply if you eliminate C1 and C2 from the general solution, then the equation is maybe you are getting in this way: y equals to x plus x square. See here, the general solution is y equals to c1x plus c2x square, but after finding c1 and c2 values, you are replacing c1 and c2 by its corresponding values, then it leads to the equation of the type y equals to x plus x square, which is free from arbitrary constants. Then we can say that this is your particular solution. Similarly, so in second example you are having y equals to c1 e power x plus c e power x plus c e power minus x square plus c e power minus x cube. This is one general solution. Here your target is to find the c value. So after finding c value, replace c by its value, then you may get the solution of the type y equals to e power x plus e power x square plus e power minus x cube. So this is known as particular solution, which is free from c. Okay. So then here we can conclude that particular solution is a continuation of general solution, but the difference is general solution consisting of arbitrary constants. Elimination of arbitrary constants leads to the differential equations, but finding c1 and c2, whatever the arbitrary constants the general solution consisting, if you replace the constant values, then it leads to particular solution. Okay. Then we are having last one more, singular solution. So singular solution means it is completely different from general solution as well as particular solution. So here it is not depending on arbitrary constants. So let us take one simple example. So here y is equals to x plus c whole square. Let us take, this is one general solution of the differential equation y1 square minus 4y equals to 0. This is the given differential equation. This is the given differential equation. If you find solution of this differential equation, it gives general solution y equals to x plus c whole square. How many arbitrary constants are involved in general solution? Only one, that is c. Okay. So usually this is general solution. If you find c value, it leads to particular solution. But here just simply in the given differential equation, if you put y equals to 0, because y equals to 0 means it leads to the singular solution. Try to understand. Y equals to 0 means it leads to singular solution. Means here c will not place any important role here. Okay, you no need to find any c value. Directly if you put y equals to 0, then your solution becomes singular solution. It is depending on only single value y equals to 0. Then so it is independent on the value of c, because general solution is x plus c. If you replace c by 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be, so it will not give any solution, right? Means it is not affecting the general solution. Hence, so this singular solution is completely different from the general solution and it is not depending on any arbitrary constants. So like this, so suppose this is the given differential equation, y1 square minus 4y equals to 0. If y equals to 0, then your solution is y equals to 0. That is, y equals to 0 is the solution of this differential equation. But in general solution, you can't get y equals to 0 by replacing any value to c. Okay. Then we shall see formation of differential equation. Usually in examinations they are giving general solution. If you eliminate arbitrary constants from the given general solution, it leads to the differential equations. So let us see one simple example. Here I am choosing first one. Formation of differential equations. Formation of differential equation, usually they will ask like this. The problem they may ask, eliminate c from y equals to cx plus c minus cq. This is what it is. Eliminate c from y equals to cx plus c plus cq. This is, we can see that this is a general solution because it consisting of dependent variable y on LHS side, and RHS side it consists of dependent variable, independent variable x and constant c. Here constant c is acts as an arbitrary constant. Then if you eliminate c from this, it leads to differential equation. Then how to eliminate c? It is by differentiation. So let us write given. So given y equals to cx plus c minus cq. Let us take this as equation 1. This is our general solution. It is a general solution. Then here let us go with differentiation. Differentiate on both sides. If you differentiate on both sides with respect to x, then LHS side you are getting dy by dx equals to differentiation of x is 1, then it is giving c plus differentiation of constant c is 0, then differentiation of c cube is also 0. Then your c value is dy by dx. You take it as equation 2. So using 2 in 1, because you got here c value is dy by dx, this c value you substitute in equation 1, then it leads to y equals to cx. Cx means x into your c is dy by dx plus c means again dy by dx minus c cube. C cube is nothing but dy by dx whole cube. Now you see this, you can also write this as y equals to, if you take dy by dx common from these two terms, you may get x minus 1 into dy by dx plus minus dy by dx whole cube. This is your differential equation. Differential equation is y equals to x minus 1 into dy by dx minus dy by dx whole cube. So then what is the order of this differential equation? Order is 1, because you eliminated only one arbitrary constant c from the general solution. Therefore you got here first order differential equation. Here the procedure is very simple. If they are asking about formation of differential equation, you just eliminate the number of arbitrary constants they are given in the general solution by differentiation process. Then it leads to the differential equation. Let us see some more examples related to formation of differential equations. As I said earlier, so solution of differential equations. So here three types of general solutions: general solution, particular solution, and singular solution. So general solution definition is a solution containing the number of independent arbitrary constants which is equals to the order of differential equation is called general solution. While in case of particular solution, a solution is obtained from the general solution of a differential equation giving particular values to the independent arbitrary constants is called particular solution. And the singular solution is a solution which cannot be obtained from any general solution of a differential equation by any choice of arbitrary constants is called singular solution. Here I have written few examples for better understanding. First one, y equals to c1 e power x plus c2 e power 2x. This is general solution because it consisting of two arbitrary constants c1 and c2. So if you find c1 and c2 values and if you replace in the general solution, it acts as a particular solution. So particular solution is free from arbitrary constants and it is denoted by y equals to e power x plus e power 2x. Similarly, second example, sin x into e power x plus 1 equals to c. It is consisting of one arbitrary constant c. So if you replace its value, c value, then it leads to particular solution, that is sin x e power x plus 1 minus 1 equals to 0. So similarly, last example, y square minus x square minus cx plus 1 equals to 0. If you substitute c value, then it acts as a particular solution. So these two are interrelated. Then go to singular solution. Singular solution means let y equals to x plus c whole square is the general solution of the differential equation y1 square minus 4y equals to 0. Then here if you replace any value, any c value including 0, 1, 2, 3 so on, you may not get 0 here because the solution of this differential equation is 0, y equals to 0. So by altering your c value, you cannot get y equals to 0. Hence it is completely independent from general solution as well as particular solution. Hence y equals to 0 is the only solution. Hence it is known as singular solution. Next, formation of differential equation. So just now I explained this problem, y equals to cx plus c minus c cube. So here it consists of only one arbitrary constant c. So by differentiation, if you eliminate c, then it leads to first order differential equation. Okay. Then second problem, find the differential equation of the family of curves y equals to e power x a cos x plus b sin x, where a and b are the arbitrary constants. Here given general solution is y equals to e power x a cos x plus b sin x. It means that it is consisting of two arbitrary constants a and b. Then if you eliminate a and b, it leads to second order differential equation. So let us solve this. The given general solution, you take it as equation 1. Then go for differentiation. We are differentiating with respect to x. Okay. But here it consisting of two terms. E power x is one term and a cos x plus b sin x we are treating as another term. Here you go with the product rule of differentiation. So product rule of differentiation is d by dx of uv gives uv dash plus v into u dash. u is the first function, v is the second function as per the islet. So islet means first you are getting trigonometric function, then exponential function. So this a cos x plus b sin x, you treat it as first function u and e power x as second function v. Then go for the differentiation. So u first function as it is, a cos x plus b sin x, differentiation of e power x gives e power x plus, next second function as it is, that is e power x as it is, differentiation of first function a cos x differentiation gives minus sin x, hence minus a sin x, and differentiation of sin x gives cos x, therefore plus b cos x. Then if you simplify this, in next step you are getting here a cos x plus b sin x into e power x. This is nothing but the given function. So then with the help of equation 1 you can replace this entire expression by y, okay, plus e power x as it is minus a sin x plus b cos x. You take it as equation 2. Then again go for one more differentiation, okay, one more time. Here also you treat minus a sin x plus b cos x as first function u and e power x as second function v. So you go for one more time differentiation, then second order differentiation is represented by d square y by dx square equals to, so here y differentiation gives y dash, that is dy by dx, plus, so your first function a sin x minus a sin x plus b cos x as it is, differentiation of e power x is e power x itself, plus second function e power x as it is, differentiation of minus a sin x differentiation gives cos x, hence you are getting minus a cos x, and differentiation of cos x gives minus sin x, it gives minus b sin x. Then you go for one more time simplification. Here from equation 2, so from equation 2 if you send y to LHS side, it becomes dy by dx minus y equals to e power x minus a sin x plus b cos x. Here you got the same expression, minus a sin x plus b cos x into e power x, means in place of this expression we can write dy by dx minus y, right? Then if you replace this, you are getting LHS side d square y by dx square as it is, RHS side dy by dx as it is. Here in place of this expression you may write dy by dx minus y using equation 2, minus, again you can write this whole expression. If you take minus as common, then you are getting e power x a cos x plus b sin x. You can replace it by minus y. Then your final differential equation becomes d square y by dx square minus 2 into dy by dx plus 2y equals to 0. This is your second order differential equation. This is what formation. You go for third one. Form the differential equation by eliminating arbitrary constant. So this is the given general solution. How many arbitrary constant it contains? Only one, that is c. Means it leads to first order differential equation. You go for differentiation. So differentiation of LHS side, y square gives 2y into dy by dx, and differentiation of RHS expression gives 2 into x minus c. Internal differentiation of x is 1. Then y into, here 2 gets cancels, y into dy by dx is denoted by the symbol y dash is equals to x minus c. Then if you write expression for c, you are getting c equals to minus y into y dash plus x. Use this c value in equation 1, then it becomes y square equals to x plus y into y dash minus x whole square. Then minus x plus x gets cancels, then you are getting y square equals to y square into y dash square. Here y square cancels, then you are getting y dash whole square equals to 1. This is the required differential equation. Okay, then similarly you may go for this example. Eliminate the arbitrary constants a and b, obtain the differential equation xy equals to a into e power x plus b into e power minus x plus x square. Let us solve this. The given differential equation, the given general solution is xy equals to a e power x plus b e power minus x plus x square. Send this x square to LHS side, then it becomes xy minus x square equals to a e power x plus b e power minus x. Then go for differentiation. Differentiation of LHS gives, you treat x as first function, y as second function, use product rule of differentiation. Then x into y dash plus y into differentiation of x gives 1. Then differentiation of minus x square gives minus 2x equals to, so a into e power x differentiation is e power x itself, plus b into e power minus x differentiation minus 1 into e power minus x, that means minus b into e power minus x. Then you go for one more time differentiation. So same here, you treat x as first function, y dash as second function. Then you are getting x into y double dash plus y dash. Then here y differentiation gives y dash, minus 2x differentiation gives minus 2 equals to a e power x. Here again e power minus x differentiation gives minus into minus becomes plus b e power minus x. Then you combine here like terms, x double dash x y double dash plus 2y dash minus 2 equals to, here a e power x plus b e power minus x, using equation 1. In place of this you can write xy minus x square, right? Then if you take this into LHS side and if you simplify, your answer is xy double dash plus 2y dash minus xy plus xy minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, then you can see here 2y dash minus 2, sorry, if you take this xy to LHS side, you are getting minus xy. Now you are not getting this term, you please make the corrections. So xy double dash plus 2y dash minus xy plus x square, yes, you are getting plus x square minus 2 equals to 0. You please write it properly. Then similarly you please try to understand the next example. Here y equals to a e power x, b e power 2x, c e power 3x, means it is consisting of 3 arbitrary constants a, b, c. Means if you eliminate a, b, c, then it leads to third order differential equation. Let us see quickly. The given expression you take it as equation 1, then go for first differentiation. So y differentiation becomes y dash, then a e power differentiation is a e power x itself, then b e power 2 power x, sorry, e power 2 power x, 2 into x, e power 2 into x differentiation gives 2 into b e power 2x, e power 3x differentiation gives 3 into e power x. Then here you can write this expression as a into e power x, so b into 2b into e power 2x, you split this term as b into e power 2x and b into e power 2x. Similarly you split 3c e power 3x as c into e power 3x plus 2c into e power 3x. Then in place of this entire thing you can write y by using equation 1. Then if you send this y to LHS side, it becomes y dash minus y equals to b e power 2x plus 2c into e power 3x. You go for one more differentiation. LHS side y double dash minus y dash equals to e power 2x differentiation is 2 into e power 2x, and here e power 3x differentiation gives 3 into e power 3x. 3 into 2 gives 6 here. Then go for simplification. Y double dash minus y equals to 2b e power 2x. This 6 into e power 3x, you are splitting this as 4 into c e power 3x plus 2 into c e power 3x. Then in between these two terms, if you take 2 common, then it leads to b e power 2x plus 2c e power 3x. Then in next step, by using equation 2, in place of b e power 2x plus 2c e power 3x, you can write y dash minus y. That is your first derivative value. Then if you go for simplification, you are getting this differential equation. Again it is consisting of one constant c. So go for one more time differentiation. So that is one more time, if you differentiate, it leads to the third order differential equation. So it is known as y triple dash minus 6 y double dash plus 11 y dash minus 6y equals to 0. Okay, so this is the way of formation of differential equation from general solution. Okay, thank you for watching the video.